Back on the show, we got El Matador. It's Emmanuel Sanchez who's going to be taking on Sam Sicilia at Bellator 198 on April 28th. Emmanuel, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Now, where am I catching you today? Did you just finish practice? Are you starting practice? Where am I getting you today?
I just finished the day. Man, maybe I could do something tonight, but I need recovery. Been training all, so I just finished. Yeah, been training since, what was it, like 9 in the morning. Get up, strength and conditioning, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and I'm like, all right, we're good. Had to rest now. Time to rest.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for having me part of your recovery today. I appreciate it. And we got to talk about your last fight, man. I don't think that could have gone any better. You get the submission over a former featherweight champion, Daniel Straus. How happy were you with your performance in that fight?
I was pleased. I always look back on those things, and I'm always like, man, I had the knee bar in the first round, and that, would have saved me some blood, and I would have finished the fight right there, a first-round finish, So I always look back on old fights thinking, I'm like, damn, man, I have a lot of potential first, second-round finishes that, should have been finishes, but they weren't. They went to the decision, or I took Daniel to the third round. I think it was two-time former champ, man, so you can't count the guy out, tough as can be. That's a warrior for sure. He didn't tap. I'm like, damn, obviously I still got a lot to learn and work on, but I still overcame the adversity of like, damn, okay, I didn't get him, and all right, I'll stay on him. Still look to finish it in the first, but dominate him in the second, put him away in the third. So that's, I can go away happy with that.
Absolutely. And how'd you celebrate after that win?
Lots of pizza. Yeah, lots of pizza. That's probably one of the best times one of the easiest times I made weight. I had made weight 2 days before. I was probably right now I'm most definitely hitting my prime right now. I'm 27, and I'm getting at my full strength. I'm learning so much more about my body. I'm learning so much more about the martial arts, and my beautiful significant other over there makes all my meals and does everything for me. So she got me strong and not gonna say strict, but on a tight, regimen, being a professional and getting this right so it's easy on myself, and also so I can perform. Not just because I would think, oh, I got to cut weight. I want to be able to perform to my best abilities, make the weight easy, rehydrate well, and then go out and whoop some ass. That's it.
Were you surprised that you didn't get a title shot after that fight? I know Pitbull had, he has his injuries and everything, but did Bellator tell you anything as far as after that fight, what was going to be after this?
There was a lot of options on the table, obviously, because there was only going to be one fight left on my deal after that one. So, there was a lot of potential things that could have happened, but they elected to resign me. I know it stinks that obviously I'm not fighting for the title yet, but I'm not down about it. I'm a prize fighter. That's the business. It's the nature of the sport. Even if it took 10 more guys for me to beat, I'm a fighter. I got to do what I got to do. I don't handpick opponents. I don't call people out. I don't deny people. Whoever the boss, Rich Chow, gives me, the only time anything has ever happened where I've denied anything is just because I've either been sick or we were away at other fights for my teammates in the UFC. But, yeah, for the most part, I've never turned anyone down or any opportunity to fight. And this fight excites me. Any fight excites me. It doesn't matter who they are, where they're from, what they're about. It's someone in my division that I need to take out to be at the top and prove that I'm the best in the world.
And how many fights did you resign for with Bellator?
5.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're in for the long haul. That's good, man. That's always nice getting that out of the way. You don't have to have that in your mind heading into this fight, right? So it's always nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very good, and then on a big card again as well. I knew after the last one, once they showed the schedule for the heavyweight tournament, so I saw that they were going to go to Chicago again, right? So I was like, all right, dang, I know that's a ways away from October from my last one, but I was like, sure enough, if I'm, when I'm going to fight, and if I'm going to fight again for them, I know they're going to put me on that one. So I knew I had some time. All right, let the body heal. Just give me more time to get better at everything, my jiu-jitsu, my striking, my wrestling, just everything. Being more of an athlete, becoming more explosive, and, be ready for the next one, whoever it is. I know where it's going to be and when it's going to be. Just don't know who it was going to be. And then we got ourselves a date with somebody, and now it's just time to go out and rock and roll.
And you're taking on Sam Sicilia, which is a great opponent, obviously very notable for fighting in the UFC. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
Very good. He's very experienced. The majority of his losses are in the UFC, and he brings it, man. He's battle tested. That's how we can say he's a veteran, battle tested, Ultimate Fighter vet, UFC vet. So I've been watching him for a long time. So it's very surreal knowing that I've been these few years ago when I saw Sam on the Ultimate Fighter, when I'd see Daniel Straus holding the belt, or Curran, or Pitbull, I was just coming out of high school, still an amateur, and I'm on my way up as a professional working in a factory, or jobs anywhere, like thinking one day, I hope I can make it to the big leagues, and sure enough, thank God, I'm here now, and now I'm fighting these guys, so I'm not starstruck, or I'm not, respecting them too much. I respect them, and their skills, but now I know I can go and take them all out. I'm not here to just say I fought these guys, or I can just be here with these guys. I'm here to be that I can beat these guys and be number one and come out on top.
Love it. You mentioned your training camp, obviously, at Rufus Sport. Who are some of your main training partners that are helping you get ready for this fight?
Got a lot of guys, man. Two of my guys particularly, they're not professionals just yet, but they train like professionals, and they have been for the past 3 years, which is kind of crazy. You'd think like they would be by now. It's just, how the nature of the sport, it's a cutthroat business. Guys pull out, guys don't make weight, guys don't show up, whatever, and it stinks. But my man, the Ecuadorian warrior, Brian Batista, and then my little Mexican brother, Christian Rodriguez. And I got my little Vietnamese brother. He's somewhere in my house right now. But my man, Timmy Chung. Got a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys helping me in there. I know that they can throw down. They can wrestle. They got jiu-jitsu. And sure enough, you're going to see their names very soon in the future. And especially when they go pro. And then you see them right up there with me and Anthony and Sergio and all that, because I was in the same boat, when Anthony was on top. I had to get my ass kicked by Anthony to get myself to where I'm at, and that's how I got my notoriety and how I can fight, you know what I mean? So I know if I get my ass whoopings from this guy, I ain't afraid of nobody in the featherweight division. Taking head kicks from Anthony and Sergio or Paul Felder, Eric Koch, I fear nobody. I got some of the toughest guys trying to take my head off every single day in training, so I know I'm ready for anybody, anywhere, anytime.
You worked at all with John McDessie at all? I know he's been down there training a bit with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then including my man, John McDessie, who was staying with me actually at my house.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
We housed him and helped him for his last fight, and I got to go up to Canada with him and corner him. And I guess he accredited me to a lot of people in a lot of his interviews, and I appreciate that very much. I am a jiu-jitsu coach, but I'm not the jiu-jitsu coach because I have my jiu-jitsu coach, you know what I mean? I'm not a black belt yet. I'm not a master. I'm not a world champion yet in jiu-jitsu either. I will be, but I got to help him a lot get ready for Abel Trujillo and to be able to be there with him and learn from him. And that's also surreal as well, too, because I remember watching the old school UFC countdowns, and I used to see John McDessie and see his kickboxing record and see how good he was. And I'm like, oh, damn. And then see him in the UFC, and now to think, damn, now I'm training with this guy. So it's really awesome to train with all these martial artists, and to have them all here under one roof in Rufus Sport. It's, damn, you can only go up.
Yeah, I agree with that. How do you see this fight playing out on April 28th?
It's a little mix of everything, man. I'm the worst fight predictor ever. People always ask me who you got between other fights and other people and this and that and what round, and I'm like, damn, man. I always pick wrong. So I can't tell you that, I'm not the Mystic Mac. I can't go and say he's going to go down with the left hand or the right hand.
Yeah.
I do. I see myself knocking him out. I see myself submitting him. I see myself TKOing him, But sure as hell, I don't want any more decisions. After going off with the Straus fight and learning a lot of, not only pacing, but being patient and also calm in there. I'm having fun in there, but I'm a killer. My mind is I just want to kill this guy. I just want to get him out of here. You know what I mean? I want to get in. I want to take him out, whether it's by my hands or by my submissions. You know what I mean? So I can see myself finishing him with everything, attacking his legs, his neck, his arm, and then finding a home with my hands on that beard of his. So you know. And we've seen that in my fights. I'm always looking to finish the fight, whether it be with my strikes, the knees, the elbows, the punches. And on the ground, I'm attacking their neck, their arms, their legs. I'm looking to finish the fight each and every way possible. You know, I don't want to. I look back on all those fights, and I still look at my record these days. I'm like, damn, man, too many decisions. And I know I can finish all these guys. And I know I had that potential too, and I had those opportunities. And now seeing as I dominated the former champion and then put him away, now I know gonna continue to keep doing that from here on out.
Has Bellator told you anything about what's happening with the featherweight title? Because I mentioned off the top, Pitbull was injured. Now he wants to fight, but now he's calling out Michael Chandler. And then, you've got Daniel Weichel as well, who was supposed to fight Pitbull, but now he's got, he has a kid, or he's already, he's become a new dad. So there's all this stuff going on. Have you been told anything about all this?
Not a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's shaky, kind of just like how McGregor messed up the lightweight division and almost featherweight, you know what I mean? So I guess with this stuff now, I agree with what a lot of guys are saying, that a lot of guys have become kind of diva-like. They want the big money fights. They want the high-profile fights, the main event, the big, and I get it. They want pay-per-view shots and all that. And for me, I just can't care. I just can't care. All I got to do is focus on training my ass off and winning and having a stellar performance. A strong, dominant performance will get me where I need to get to, the title shot, the big money fights. I know Darian Caldwell and Pitbull got a thing going on right now too between them and everything that. And I myself have thought of that too, becoming a two-time, or two-division champ, excuse me. I think I do good at lightweight too. I started my career at lightweight, So I do know I'm too small, but it'd be easier. I'll be the faster guy. You know what I mean? Just like Frankie Edgar. So I do see that in the future, for myself. But that's just a potential. That's not a guarantee. That's just a maybe. Right now I'm just focused on Sam Sicilia, and that's it. Nothing else. I know the title is there, and there's these other guys in the division. You got McKee, Gallagher, Borix, Curran, Weichel, Pitbull, and obviously the only guy I haven't faced is Pitbull. So there's plenty of guys in the division and plenty of guys up and coming. And plenty of, obviously rematches, but I'm not looking to have trilogies and a 4 fight.
We had enough of that in Bellator with the Straus,
exactly.
Curran, everything else.
Within that mix, look at those guys. Like, damn, each of those guys have fought each other, you know what I mean? Multiple times between Curran, Straus, and Pitbull. So now you got Weichel in the mix, and then now myself. And you got to think, I'm one of the younger guys because I'm still in my 20s. All those guys are a little over 30. So right now, I know there's guys still younger than me, but I know right now I'm at the top right now. There is no one above me, and that's just how I see it. Maybe to someone else's opinion, they might think that someone else is on top or better, whatever. But for me, I don't care. All I care about is taking out Sam Sicilia, and then we'll worry about what's ever next.
It's going to be an awesome card. Bellator 198 coming up here April 28th, live on Paramount Network. Emmanuel, it's always good talking to you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. I'd like to thank Best Fight Picks, of course, my man Shaq and Dan over there. Best Fight Picks to sponsor me for this fight, so I appreciate it very much. They've helped me. And, it takes a village to raise a fighter. Most people don't know how hard it is. I don't go out and look to seek a lot of sponsors, or I don't have a lot calling me saying I'd love to do that and help you out. So it's really great when someone goes out of their way and really wants to help you, whether it be with merchandise or money or whatever they can do. So I really appreciate those guys doing that for me for this fight. Combat Corner, of course, the best gear in MMA. You can try Venom, you can try Hayabusa, you can try all this other stuff. Until you've had Combat Corner, then you'll see, and then you won't go back to anything else. That I promise you. Grip mouth guards, protecting the dentals. No loose teeth, no teeth, never knocked out. Beautiful grill, and it's going to stay that way thanks to Grip mouth guards. Diamond MMA cuffs protect the family of jewels. Maybe me and my beautiful significant other one day we decide of a family. So I need those. And we got to protect the family jewels, right? So shout out to Diamond MMA. Iowa Bison. great lean meat bison right here, so I appreciate them. They send me my meat, so it's good to also make weight, be strong, healthy. Freshman, Pokey, Wisconsin Athletic Club, Rufus Sport, which is also, they house me and take care of me and other fighters as well. So I appreciate them very much. I got my coach Duke Rufus, Daniel Vanderlei, Scott Cushman, all my teammates, Mike Biggie Rhodes, Anthony Pettis, Sergio Pettis. The list goes on and on and on with how many great guys we have here. And you can find me at Instagram at Matador Sanchez. It's also my Snapchat if you do that. And my Twitter is at El Matador 145. And my Facebook, Emmanuel El Matador Sanchez.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.